So relapse is quite different from your first psychotic episode, because your first psychotic episode is something you've never seen before. It's something that kind of creeps up on you and you're not sure how to deal with it. That's in the beginning of the psychotic episode. However, once you really get into it, then you kind of get lost in your own world and you don't really think retrospectively back at what things were in the past. You think, oh, this is the new me. This is how I'm thinking right now. This is how the world is with all these connections that you try to make when you're psychotic. However, a relapse is a bit different because you've already been through that, so you kind of know the symptoms and how they might appear. So it is actually probably more distressing to do a relapse than the first psychotic episode, because you know that things can get really bad and that you should try to seek help immediately. So I think, but actually also it's a little bit comforting as well, because you know that this has happened to you in the past and that you know what the symptoms will be, so it's easier to prevent. So it's kind of like a push and play between distressing and comforting at the same time. My first relapse in grade 12 of high school maybe triggered my depression that lasted about a year or 2 years, because I was really starting to feel the impacts of my illness. However, I think that after my first relapse and I got out of my depression, I think when I got my second relapse in second year of university, I think that's when I realized that things get better and then I can deal with this. So it's more like, oh, I've seen this before, now I can get it over with. So it's definitely impacted my recovery, but in the end, I think it does get better, so you know how to deal with it.